I was hoping it wasn't too bad of a fire, but I think I was hoping in vain. I want a dedicated towing and hauling rig, and something like this 550 would be right in the ballpark of what I am looking for. We're at Ritchie Bros today. We are previewing some equipment because there's some stuff coming up in the next sale that's got my interest. So I figured we'd all just walk around, take a look, and see if we could find anything cool, which I kind of did. This was not on my list, but check out this Oshkosh blower truck. This thing is a monster. I am like 6'3", and this thing is as tall as I am. But this is not what we're here for. Typically, I just bid on stuff sight unseen, but there's some stuff coming up in this sale that, well, I expect it to be in a price range that I would just feel better seeing it first. So we're over here in the Deadline, which is kind of my favorite place to shop. It's where I buy most of my stuff, and this is not these, but those are what I want to check out first. What do we got going on here? We are missing the drums. It's got the controller in it. It's an old United Rentals. Which way does this open? The other way? Yeah, the other way. What do we got for an engine? Got a Kohler. I don't think that's gonna help me any. All right, let's check out our light towers. And we got some jumping jacks. What's going on with these? Lonson. These look brand new. If they're brand new and in op, I wonder why. Are they stuck? No, it turns over. I might keep an eye on these. These can't be that bad. I also wanted to check out these forks. They're here because this is bent. That's why they're in op. That hook is tweaked. They're too big for anything I have right at the moment, but I bet I could get this straightened back out. We'll have to see what they go for, but that might not be a bad deal. These are what brought me here initially. Our 3-4 light towers. I don't need 4 of them, but I would like to have one. All right, let's take a look at this one. This one might be my candidate. Oh, it's got hood hinges. I don't see any major oil leaks. The battery looks, oh, that's just where that strap's on it. That moves. All right. That's the emergency stop. I can't get it to power on. I don't know if there's something. Oh wait, there we go. Look at that. 15,116 hours. The filter doesn't have a date on it. How do I start it? Fuel level 85%. Lights are off. Do I just press and hold? I don't know how to start this. Battery's dead. Figures battery's dead. Press and hold. Control power. There we go. Yep, this one's got a dead battery, but Well, I hope it's a dead battery. It sounds like a dead battery. It could be a starter. It could be a locked up engine. Should this have a fan? I would expect to see a cooling fan there, but I don't. Do these have fans? Negative. This one doesn't anyway. Huh. This one's got a guard right there where the fan should be. If you can't tell, no, this one doesn't have a fan either. Okay, maybe they don't have fans. I've not owned a light tower before. I kind of want one, kind of have a use for one, but I've never had one. And while we're over here, let's take a look at some very used skid steers. Look at that little thing. This 333 is missing the tracks. I wonder if it's missing a motor or something. Yeah, it is missing the track motor. That wouldn't be for me. $2.99, that's, all of these are kind of bigger than what I want. This on the other hand, I don't want it for myself, but might be a decent little machine to sell. I've had okay luck with small, older gasoline equipment. I wonder if I can get it to start. Up. This is very similar to I think this is an 1830. We had an 1835, I think it was, on the channel. Hey, it buzzes. I don't think it's gonna start though. This will be one to watch. Yeah, the battery's too dead to start, and I don't want to sit here and just burn up the starter. But this is going to be one to watch. I kind of like this. It's got really good tires on it. The engine is super accessible right here. Worst case scenario, we could probably stuff a Harbor Freight Predator engine down in it if that one had a major problem. And then let's just take a look at some forklifts. I don't like Heelys. I won't say they're a bad machine, but I will say they are an import machine and they are difficult to get parts for. I am not a fan. If I was going to buy a broken forklift, I would rather go for not the electrics. Never buy a used electric forklift. The Achilles heel, the death knell of every electric forklift is this battery. Those batteries are thousands and thousands of dollars to replace. Just don't mess with it. If you have a scenario in which you can use an electric forklift, great, buy a new one. Something like this Nissan I would actually like, but this one's, we're missing the battery. The intake is apart. That's loose. There's belts down here. Something very bad must have happened to this one. There's our alternator and a bunch of rags. But this one's not in the sale either, apparently. Ooh, Argo. I love these little Argos. I saw one of these the first time at a county fair back in the early 2000s and have kind of wanted one ever since. I don't think this one's available, but that might be okay. It looks like it's kind of a highway patrol replacement VIN from Kansas. Huh. I don't think this is in the sale, but I wish it was. That's the kind of thing that gets my attention. That's what I'm looking for. Not that I need it, but when has that stopped me? I do have kind of a need for a small dump truck. It is not a pressing need, but I would like to have one, and I saw this International over here. Got good tires there. I wouldn't say this is a good tire, but it's not awful. I mean, they're holding air. Got the old Dayton wheels. What's the bottom of the box looks like? I don't see a ton of rust. Not up here. Here, you tell me, what's the inside of the box look like? I'm tall, but not that tall. Let's stand on this old fuel truck and see if I can. Oh, I bet this was an old asphalt truck at some point. Okay. That doesn't hurt my feelings. Not for what I want to use it for. Door opens nice. Floor doesn't look like it's got any crazy rust. I still see paint. Wonder what engine's in it. Which way does this hood open? Up from the side. Oh, big old gas motor. Engine, technically. Engine. Be technical, right? The internet loves it when you're technical. No battery, so she ain't gonna start. I wonder if I can get this hood to stay up. Yep. Can I turn it over? Yeah. Yeah, it'll turn over. So she's not locked up. This could have potential. Which way did it go? I didn't come here to look for, what do you think this is? 1960s, 1970s International Lodestar? But just because it's not what I came here to look for doesn't mean it's not something I'm interested in, or it wouldn't be. What is that? Is that a little rust? No, just a little gunk in the hinges. Parking brake. I didn't even look. Is this thing air brake or juice brake? I hope it's air. It's not. She's hydraulic brake with a 2-speed rear. So that's not as ideal, but not a deal breaker. Kind of to be expected on an old truck like this. So I am passively shopping for another truck. I want a dedicated towing and hauling rig, and something like this 550 would be right in the ballpark of what I am looking for. It's 4-wheel drive. It's an 84-inch with probably a 12-foot bed on it. Power windows, seat exists, but it's kind of duct tape. What year is this? It's got to be like an 11 through a 13 or so. 12. It's a 12. What does it do if I turn the key on? It recognizes the key. Let's see what's under the hood. Is that already pulled or is it broken? I do like the bumper. I really like the bumper. It's a little rusty. It's been bumped. Headlights are a little faded. Oh, hey, there we go. Brakes failed. Set to be towed tomorrow. Engines, or not engine, but windshields cracked up pretty bad. This might have potential. This might have potential. Not a lot of potential, but some. The 6.7's got a serious turbo upgrade in 2015 that this one wouldn't have. Pennsylvania weight sticker here. We got Colorado plates and Colorado phone numbers on it. Let's see how rusty it is underneath. Not bad. Not bad at all. Emissions parts are still there. Let's see what happens if I try to turn it over. The hood release is broken. I can't seem to get that open at all. So let's just see. Runs. Okay. Brake goes to the floor. Well, it's got pressure. Sounds weird. Just told me speed limited to 80 miles an hour and brake problem. We got reverse. It moves. That was strange. Okay, so all the emissions components are there, but it sounds like there's something going on with the turbo. I don't know if the vanes are sticking, or we got a bunch of oil coming down the bottom of the pan. We got a lot of oil under the underside over here. We'll see. We'll see. I need a tow rig. I want a 6.7, I want a 550, I want the 84-inch cab to axle. This might be a contender right here. And then while I'm here, let's just take a walk and see what else we got that might fit the bill. Something like this wouldn't be a bad, yeah it would. Yeah it would. If I were gonna buy a daily driver, this is what it would be. Single wheel, 350, crew cab, but this is looking like a little more than I want to tackle. Front end of this thing is just tacoed. And this one is older than I want to mess with, and it's a short bed. This truck would be a 7.3 era truck here on the right, and I love the 7.3s, but if I were buying another daily driver truck, it would be a little bit newer. That is a nice bed though. And I do know somebody that might be in the market for a short bed, flat bed like this. That is a nice, I think this is a Bradford built bed because it's got these fold down sides. They're a little sketch, but not bad. Cut the toolboxes off, got a gooseneck hitch. What's the underside of this bed look like? It's okay. It's not rusted out. This might be, boy, look at that tire. Depending on what this one goes for, I might know somebody that wants this bed. We'll see. Oh yeah, it is a Bradford. It's right there on the mud flaps. This looks like a 350, yeah, another 7.3 era 350. It's 84 inch. I would want a bigger cab. I used to have what's clicking? What is clicking? The key is out of it and something sounds like a turn signal flasher is still flashing. XL crank windows. It's an 02 model. I had an 01 F350 almost exactly like this. 6-speed diesel, 2-door. Mine was the 60-inch cab to axle, not the 84. They're good old trucks. I don't want to own another one, but they are good old trucks. I like them. This is one of the things I wanted to get an up-close look at. Oh boy. We're off to a good start. That's a can of starting fluid. That's the air filter. We got some jumper cables. The window here. The window's missing. The front windshield. Did this have a front windshield or did it just have this guard? It's got glass in all the other panels, so I would have thought it would have had a windshield, but maybe not. What's going on back here at the engine? Tires are all right. They're not great, but all things considered. I've seen a lot worse. Up. Why is the air filter removed? More jumper cables. How many jumper cables we got? Is that more starting fluid? Yup. Ugh. Okay. She's not happy. I don't see a big hole in the block. I don't see, there's some hydraulic leaks over here, but I don't see a ton of oil coming out anywhere. Valve cover gasket's leaking. See what the oil looks like. It's black. Doesn't look like there's a ton of water in it. They shoved it over here too. You can see the big skid mark under the front tires. It was not rolling. That's not a great sign either. I know it won't start, but will it at least wake up? No. We got a Crown forklift key in it. Crown, Heister, everybody uses this two-prong style of key, it seems like. JLG. Yeah, she's totally dead. And we got another oil leak here at the joystick. Pretty good. We'll see. I'm interested for the right number. I don't know what that number is because apparently we've got some kind of noteworthy engine problem, but I'm interested for the right number. This is another one I was kind of interested in looking at it online. It's had a fire. I was hoping it wasn't too bad of a fire, but I think I was hoping in vain. It got hot enough. Even the aluminum here on the injection pump is melted. That's a shame. This is a parts machine for sure. Yeah, everything is melted. Even the turbo didn't melt. I think that's one of the few aluminum parts I've seen so far that didn't. There's not a piece of rubber on it. There's not a piece of rubber back there. The seat got cooked. That wiring doesn't look too terrible from here, but I mean, it's not going to be good. Even all this got burned. How did this burn? Just start in the engine and then move up through the radiator, I guess? Toast the seat out of it, melted all the gauges, melted the steering wheel. Man. I want a roller, but same deal. I don't think that one's the one for me. I'm willing to tackle a project, but not to that extent. So I saw the old John Deere over here and figured it was worth coming to look at. It's got a 3-point, but I don't think that's a factory 3-point. Maybe it is. 540. What is this? You John Deere people, help me out here because I do not recognize this one. If it was a Farmall or an International, I'd have a better... Oh, it's an A. There you go. Look for the sticker. Not bad looking little tractor. Probably had a belt break at some point. Scuffed up the paint. Something leaking right in this neighborhood. Yeah. Alright. Bunch of wire nuts. You'll have that, I guess. I'm on a mission now to find some trucks and maybe some shipping containers. That's kind of my next stop. These arm beds are super popular for a lot of things, particularly hay. They make a variant of this where you can open the arms out wider and squeeze a hay bale in between them and then load yourself and roll. Oh, they're both arm beds. This one's just folded in. Gasoline. Huh. Okay. Not something I need, but kind of neat to look at. These are designed for like big reels, big cable reels and stuff. Gotta watch for traffic out here. We're a few days before the sale, so they're still moving around loaders and equipment and all kinds of stuff. A lot of Old Dominion trucks. If you wanted a single axle, this would be the day to get it, or the place to get it anyway. There's a 4500, but it's a 60-inch cab to axle, and I am personally just not much of a Ram fan. They're fine trucks. I owned one. I rebuilt another one after it got totaled. I'm not a Ram person. I'd rather have a Ford. I know, there's something wrong with me. I've heard it before. I want to find some shipping containers. I like this thing, but it's going to go for more than I want to spend. These little dudes always seem to bring good money. Seat's messed up, but otherwise nothing too crazy I don't see yet. Tires are pretty bald. 20. I see a lot of 20-footers. What's the inside of this one look like? Took a little doing to get the door. This ain't bad. Floor is like big plywood. It's not heavy plank. Is this the same kind of deal? Yeah, this is that same kind of plywood. I'd like to find one that had the big heavy plank floor, but I like this one better than that other one. Is it locked up? No, it spins. And the big water tank. Oh, it's got a pump and everything. So I have, oh, there's a, okay, so that's busted. I'm sure it could be fixed. Maybe get a plate inside there and bolt it in. Yeah, that's fixable. Be careful not to drop the camera. Is this stuck? The recoil start's not grabbing, so that's kind of concerning. We'll see. I would like to have one of those. I've actually built a water tank in a trailer now, and I've got a tank to set up on a skid to go on the back of a pickup. I just don't have a pump, and I don't have any of the accessories that would go with it, so that wouldn't hurt my feelings. This wouldn't either. Casper. What is this? It's a 6,000 pound truck. Counterbalance. What engine's in it? It's the Mazda. Is this the Mazda? Yeah, it is. You could get a Mazda or a PSI in one. And no, it says Imco, but it looks like a Mazda. It's a 2011. I like that engine. I've seen these listed on Marketplace, like a remote control little mower or something. Yeah, little mower. Got blades up under it. Might be good for like pond banks or ditch banks. I gotta say, I am surprised at the amount of inexpensive import stuff showing up. Like those are Chinese made. Every one of these excavators is Chinese made. These sawmills are Chinese made. All those brand new containers are imports. There's a whole other, almost everything we're looking at is inexpensive import, from the containers to all the attachments down through there, to this whole fleet of little excavators. Like, this is a lawnmower sized one. I mean, they look like new machines. They smell like, if you guys ever went to a Harbor Freight store in the mid 2000s, you remember that smell? That's the smell in here with this Tin Lang radio. Shideli tools. Precautions. Crawler excavator. Working mass, 9,300 pounds. So truth be told, I have contemplated buying one of these tiny little toy excavators like this, because I've got a couple of very small projects at the house I would like to do that one of these might be good for. Does this have any kind of a data tag anywhere? Or is it just too small? Like, they don't even put any kind of information on them that I see so far. That's just the auction sticker over there. This one's got like a padded floorboard that does not feel like it would hold up to boots or mud or much else. But it's kind of a neat little accessory, I guess. You can get a gray one, you can get a blue one, got a black one. The auction is over. I did buy some stuff that you may or may not have seen in this video. One of my holdups right now is I need a better way to haul stuff, but we'll deal with that. I've never done an auction preview video like this before. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone walking around, filming myself, looking at stuff. So let me know what you thought about the video. I've got 4 different projects going on right now that are all going to be coming to the channel real soon, in addition to the stuff we just picked up. So subscribe if you want to see that. Thank you for watching, and more later.